Hey friends, Madison and I are both over the age of 21 and everything we're doing is legal in Chicago. Please drink responsibly.
You're kidding.
You're kidding. I lived as a blonde for many years.
Yeah, me too. I've had literally every single color of the rainbow.
Same.
Hair color.
I never have dyed my hair a weird color. I was blonde for a little bit. It was weird though. I didn't look good as a blonde. Like, I was not cute.
I don't know. I just have always been. Well, I was a redhead for a long time in high school.
That makes sense.
And then it's my senior year. I cut off all my hair and bleached it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good call.
And then I had blonde hair for a long time after that. But like then a bunch of like crazy things on top of that, like blue and green and purple and pink and whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I kind of.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I did the same thing. And then I shaved my head like 3 years ago.
I'm really close to doing that.
My head is shaved. I mean, it's like grown out now. I'm not gonna take this off, but it's like kind of grown out now for like a few weeks. But I was shaving it steadily for a second, like about a year actually, which is kind of crazy.
I think you look really good with short hair.
Yeah,
oh,
it
thank
suits you.
I think I want a mullet now.
Hell yeah.
I had one.
Really?
You
Did
did?
you like it?
Yeah. I did for like the first couple weeks I had it. And then I was kind of over it.
Word.
That is
Fair.
so true. I literally can't have my hair look any type of way without feeling
You
angry
know.
about it. But no, it looked cool. When I first cut it, it looked like really fucking sick. It was when my hair was like blonde still, but my roots were growing in, and so my hair is like naturally like black. And so it was like this like really interesting looking like dark and light like mullet. It was like really cool.
It was so good.
Yeah, and then I tried to dye it, and then everything just went wrong very quickly. And then I got extensions, and now I still have a mullet, but it just is like hidden because I have extensions.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Thanks.
Hair's crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
I almost had to shave my head because when I half dyed my hair, like in November or something, we fucked up, and by we I mean me, fucked up the like bleach ratio, and I literally almost lost half of my hair. And I was like, if it would have been like a side part and then half from there, I would have just shaved that side and like had a half shaved head, because I've had that before.
Like an undercut kind of thing.
Yeah,
like,
but it was like right down the middle, so I was like, there's no way. And I just grew out my hair for the first time like ever since like literally I was a kid. I've had short hair since I like middle school. So I was like, because usually I'm not that attached to my hair, but just because this is like the first time I've had it, I'm like, I kind of want to leave it long for a sec. Anyway.
I dig it. I think it would be cool blonde. I think summer is the perfect time to try something different.
Totally.
That's very true. Alrighty, so I guess we can start with the interview.
Yes, we can.
Cool. Hey.
Hey.
Well, so do you want to just go ahead and introduce yourself, give your name and your pronouns?
Ooh, for sure. My name is Andie. I use she, her pronouns.
Very fun.
Woo.
Oh, do you want me to zoom in for you?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to zoom in on the question. Sorry.
Can you see it? Okay. We all know Madison.
I'm blind
Cannot
even
see.
though I have contacts. Anyway. What is your sign? Also, like your top 3.
Cool. So I'm a Virgo sun, a Pisces moon, and a Gemini rising.
Oh, okay.
That's really interesting.
That is super interesting.
I
I don't know a lot of Virgos.
I didn't used to think that I was really like a Virgo, like the classic description, but I am kind of about certain things. Like very organized and very like attached to making it a certain way. Mm-hmm. But my Pisces moon is just me crying a lot, and my Gemini The Gemini is just people thinking that I'm cooler than I actually am, you know?
I'm okay with that, you know. People can
I
think
like-
I'm cooler than I am.
I like Geminis.
Yeah, I have a lot of
too.
Geminis in my life.
Yeah.
My mom and my sister are Geminis. Katie's a Gemini.
I feel like a majority of the people I know are all Geminis.
Yeah, I know tons and tons.
It's a good breed.
Yeah.
It's a good breed of person. I like them.
Are there any signs that you don't like? Like, is there a sign where you're like, I don't fuck with this person?
Not particularly. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like not paying as much attention as I should be. But I don't think so. There's not many people who I'm like, I don't like them at all. I mean, there are definitely people, but it's like 10 or less. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to be agreeable, but I mean, I definitely don't drive with certain people.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're all Leos. No, I'm kidding.
That's funny. I was thinking.
Okay, so
But I know, but here's the thing. No. I take that back because I love Leos. I really do. Everyone I've met, I've loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Jackson.
Shout out to Jackson. That's so funny. So, where are you from / where are you located now?
Cool. I'm from a small town in Michigan called Muskegon. Yeah, it's like on the other side of like Michigan. So I like grew up next to the lake and stuff. It's like a 3-hour drive. And now I'm in Chicago. Yeah, I've been here for 5 years now. It's been a good time. I've enjoyed it here. I eventually would like to move somewhere else, I think, but I'm gonna be here for at least another like year and a half, I think.
Yeah, I relate to that a lot.
Yeah.
Same.
Where do you want to move to?
You know, I've been thinking about literally anywhere. My dream would be to move to like London and get out of here.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I would settle for like a Seattle moment or maybe
Yes.
even Boston.
I was just thinking Boston.
Boston
I've
would
been
be
to
dope.
Boston and it's kind of cool as fuck there.
I knew a guy from Boston once who got
Yeah.
well, he got in trouble with the dean of students at my old school because he at his dorm he threatened to throw a guy out of a window while holding a knife. And his thing was that he was from Boston. He had his name. I know I don't want to give his name. That's no, but he was like from Boston, and he had this like really thick Boston accent, and he looked exactly like Marlon Brando if he was like 4 feet tall. Like he was super short and like really like masculine, defined features. And yeah, he had to write an apology letter.
Damn.
Oh my
That is
God.
wild.
Yeah, but I might move to Boston.
I moved to Boston.
With that
Definitely not LA,
impression, you should move to Boston.
I would also like to move to New York, but also not like to move to New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I know I'm gonna end up in New York at some point, but
mean,
I don't
me
know if
probably too.
I don't know if like now is the time for that, or maybe it is, but we'll see when I go to grad
I
school,
just
right?
want to see everything. I just
Yeah.
want to go everywhere. I want to experience everything. I wish I had money. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry. Not to, I hate capitalism. So,
Yeah, fuck capitalism.
period. And sort of about that, how long have you been doing art? Like, in general, like different kinds of, artsy things you do.
Well, I've been songwriting since I was like 13, so that's like my main art form, I would say. I've been singing for a really long time, but that's just more like, I don't know. I mean, that is an art form, but that's not like a craft. I guess it is. I don't know. I've been singing for a long time, and I've been songwriting, which I would consider my main craft. Yeah, for a long time now. Almost like 9 years. Maybe 10 years when I turned 23. That's crazy.
Yeah. Exciting.
That's sick.
So yeah, it's been a cool time. I'm really thankful. I've been playing guitar for like 6 years now, but I am not like a trained guitarist. I took guitar lessons over the summer for the first time.
Cool.
Which was cool. It's just something I enjoy to do.
Who'd you take them with, or like what?
Actually, this artist, Paul Stretch, he's really cool. He is a tutor at Columbia in the music department, and he's a jazz guitarist.
Cool.
So I just asked him if he would let me take lessons with him, and he was awesome. He did a great job. He taught me a lot of stuff.
Sick. That's so awesome.
Thanks. Yeah.
I used to take harp lessons.
Oh,
That's
so
sick.
cool.
I've always wanted to play the harp. What the fuck?
Dude, it hurt my back so fucking much, but it was super cool. I had to take piano. And so I took piano when I was like a
Obviously,
kid,
yeah.
I took it for like many, many years. And then I took a break, and then I was like, I want to do harp now. So they were like, you got to go back to piano. And my harp teacher lived alone with like 6 cats, and she had this tiny room that had like 10 harps in it. And I would have to sit in her living room when I was like waiting for my lesson to start, when she was like working with other people, and her cats would bite my hair.
No, not
Was she-
that.
was she-
That's...
No. Really?
Are you
I
sure?
don't think so.
Because that
I
sounds
don't
like a
think
gay
so.
thing
Maybe.
to like
Maybe.
be like you
Her
can't
name was
imagine
Lori.
like a bunch of
Lori's
like
my mom's
lesbians in a house
Oh my
that
God.
was like really tiny with a bunch of cats in a room full of harps. Like that doesn't.
Seems gay.
Okay, so since we're on the topic of art, we have another art question.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Pesto Western. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
cool. Just Robin is being absolutely insane
Hi,
right
Robin.
now.
Oh my god, you're so pretty.
Oh, she is so pretty.
now. Okay, so tell us about it.
Yeah,
what-
we'll like mention it briefly on the episode, but like talk all about it. Tell us everything.
Okay, cool. So Pesto Western is like my duo band with my friend John. And we're a rock band. So yeah, we have like a Western kind of aesthetic. We have 2 songs out, Creatures and Lone Ranger. And we have like a bunch of other music that's going to be coming out soon. I'm super excited about it. Hopefully we'll be playing some actual shows soon once we both get vaccinated.
Yeah.
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 my
So
gosh.
I'm really proud of the work that we've done. We've been a band for quote unquote for a long time now. We've been leading up to actually releasing music forever. It feels like, and John is like one of my best buds. So
That's really
Yeah,
sick.
that
What
is
is
so
the
sick.
what is the process like of like releasing music?
usually like, well, as far as like writing the song, usually me or John comes like to a session like with a pretty clear idea, and then we'll like add to it together. So that's how we like write usually, and then we will record like a demo to each song, or like think about how we want to release them. Like, hey, do we want this to be the single like on an EP? How do we want to release this? And then we will record the demos. Then we'll go to his studio. John works in a studio called Olmsted, which is really cool. It's nice. We have access to that space, and we usually record everything there, send it off to get mastered, and then I've made the past 2 like album art things. The past 2 pieces of album art have been my, like, I've edited those pictures. Janet actually took them. Janet Blackwell.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
We
pretty
love
much
her.
how we do it so far, or how we have done it so far.
Yeah.
When you're picking songs for like an EP versus like a single or something like that, is it like a certain theme you're looking for, or is it like the song has to fit like a vibe of an EP, or like how do you determine what goes
That
where?
was a good
I would
question.
say
Thank
both.
you.
That was a good question. I agree. I would say both. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes you write a song and you're like, that's a single. you know? Sometimes you write a song and you're like, this is a fucking bop. Like, people are gonna want to hear this over and over. And sometimes you release, or you write a song that's like, this is really good, but this is also like 5 minutes long. That's not a single.
Yeah.
And it's like, do two of your songs like fit really well together? You might want to put them together then. Things like that. I mean, it's just like kind of whatever you feel is right. There's not really like a formula.
Yeah.
Heard.
I'm just
Very
kind of
cool.
guessing. You know?
Yeah.
What all do you have out on the Spotify and the Apple Music and all that right now?
So Pesto Western has 2 songs as of right now. Lone Ranger, which I wrote, and then Creatures, which John wrote. So yeah, but we have 1 single that's going to be coming out either at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. And then we're in the studio at the end of this month, so we're going to be recording more shit super soon.
That is so exciting.
Yeah. I
Thanks.
see. I feel like your TikToks are like always on my For You page,
Yeah.
and I'm just obsessed.
Our TikToks make me laugh so much. Because we're so we so don't know how to use TikTok, you know?
I hear you.
I
dude.
feel like that's the charm of it, though. Like, for when I make TikToks, too, it's like, they're definitely not good, you know? But I want everyone... I don't know. You know what I mean? But they are good because, like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I'm under
Yeah.
the influence.
That's so funny. Do you want to ask the next question, Madison? It's a very important one.
Oh, this is my favorite question.
Oh,
We
no.
ask this to everybody. What temperature do you sleep at?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. I like a cold room with, like, a bunch of blankets.
Yup.
That was my next question, is what then do you sleep with? Like, comforter, pillows, what's the sitch?
My main, like, need it is, like, my weighted blanket.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I like it, like, freezing cold. The summer sucks. Like, I don't get good sleeps in the summer, you know? It's
I
too
hear
hot.
you.
Me too. You're the first person that's been on that I agree with.
Yeah. Everyone's always like, I need it to be super warm for no reason.
No,
And
that's
I need to be
weird. Sorry, I don't
Super
like
It
that.
is weird. Oh, okay. This is one that I really like.
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
question. Where we can all go around and give one.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So right now, do you have a movie recommendation that you would make?
Ooh. Yeah, this is like a lame one though. I feel like everybody's probably seen this already now.
No, we love the lame ones.
But it's new on Netflix. It's called I Care a Lot. Have you
Okay,
guys
I
seen
don't
it
think I've
yet?
heard of that one.
I haven't seen that.
What? I'm so excited to tell you about it. That's so crazy.
Yay! What is it?
Okay, so it's about this. I'm gonna explain it wrong. Fuck. The main thing is like, it's Rosamund Pike, right? Did you guys ever see Gone Girl, the movie Gone Girl?
Yes.
So she's the main person in Gone Girl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she's the main character in this too, and basically she is like, it's called like a guardianship, I guess, but it's like basically, the government can proclaim that a person who is older is like unfit to take care of themselves, and basically Rosamund Pike's character is like a professional caregiver, but just like leeches on people and like drains their bank account essentially, but like she's in cahoots with like doctors and stuff. So that's just like the like first part. That's like the first nugget of information. It goes
That's
so much
cool.
deeper. And it's
I
gay.
feel like I've seen a commercial for that. It's gay.
We gotta watch it.
We have to watch it. We gotta.
It's really
Have
good.
to watch it.
And my brother said that he didn't think it. He was like, it was okay. I mean, my brother's really, he knows a lot about movies. I don't. He was like, it was okay. I thought it was good. So who knows?
Listen, I don't always love a person who knows a lot about movies. So, like, you know
Oh
what
my
I
God.
mean? Because they can't, well, for most of the people I've met, they can't enjoy a good, dumb movie.
Oh, I love
And
a
it's
dumb
like,
movie.
come on, we're just having fun, you know?
True.
Like, oh, let people have fun. That being said, the movie. Oh, I might have recommended this already. Have I recommended Crossroads?
I don't remember.
I don't think I have. The Britney
Tell
Spears.
me about it. I've never heard of it.
Oh my God! This movie. It's Britney Spears, a young Britney Spears.
What?
Zoe Saldana, and also the one girl from Orange is the New Black, the really short one, black hair.
The one who does meth.
Wait,
It's been
which
so
one,
long
though?
since- Alexa, who's in the movie Crossroads?
The cast of Crossroads includes Britney Spears, Anson Mount, Zoe Saldana,
Anson.
Karen Manning, Dan Aykroyd, Kim Cattrall, and Justin Long.
Justin Long. Oh my God. I can't believe he's in that movie. What did she say? What year it came out?
No.
I think it was like 2001 or something like that. And it's those three people. I can see I have it on DVD. Hang on.
I've never seen this movie either.
What? We're watching it tonight.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, it's so good. What is the name? Britney Spears. Anson Mount. This person.
Can you even
Can you
see
see
that?
No.
No.
If you look her up, you'll know who it is.
I'll know.
And it came out in 2002. Yeah. And it's Britney Spears. And she sings I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. It's like her friends from childhood. They like lose each other as they grow up, and then their senior year of high school they all find each other again, and then they go off on a road trip together. And it's so good. It's so good. But the thing is, it's like not available anywhere for some reason. Like you can't even like get it on Amazon Prime or anything. Like you can only find DVDs like
Well, no wonder I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was big at the time, so I don't know.
Really? I didn't know that Britney Spears was in movies. Maybe that's just me being dumb. I did not know that.
Well, she was usually only like a cameo in movies, but this is like her. Like it's like she's
So
the main
weird.
character, and she's a singer.
Obviously.
I'm not a girl. That song, you know that song?
No.
Not. It's from that movie.
Oh.
Not yet a woman.
I do not know.
Anyway.
My movie
What's your
recommendation
Oh
is
yeah, lay it on.
the movie Labyrinth from 1986 with David Bowie
Okay.
in it. It's a really good movie. I don't know what else to say about it. I recommend watching it.
Awesome.
It's
Sure.
got a lot of cool like practical effects because it was made in the 80s, so it's like a never-ending story kind of vibe if you
I
know what that
love-
movie is.
Yeah.
Or like Dark Crystal, you know, something like that, like Jim Henson old 1980s. It's super good. Yeah, I recommend that. I just watched it again for like the 80th time yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Hell
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my recommendation.
Nice.
Welcome to Your Kidding.
A podcast about nothing.
Yes, we are under the influence.
No, we do not know what we're talking about.
My name is Maddison, and my pronouns are she, her.
And my name is Jayce, and my pronouns are they, them. And today we have a
Today.
guest.
Guest alert. Woo, woo,
Woo!
woo.
It's our guest. Our guest.
Our guest.
Would you like to introduce
who
yourself?
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Andie, and my pronouns are she, her. Hello.
Yup.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm so excited because we don't know what you're talking about today.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
Andie,
my God,
please,
yeah.
what will you be talking about today?
I am going to be talking about the blues, the history of the blues, and how queer women are the center point of the history of the blues.
Oh my god, I
I'm-
love that.
I'm very
so
excited.
to hear about that.
That's
Woo!
so
Oh my god, this is
interesting.
me getting my popcorn.
I'm also really excited. So we're going to be talking about a lot of vocalists today. I have like 3 main, well, I guess 5 main, but 3 main like stories, I guess I want to flesh out with you guys, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to just like start talking about it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. So first, I want to talk about Big Mama Thornton because she is the most vague. Her history is like not very well documented, but her name is Willie Mae Thornton, right? She famously dressed in men's clothes. She has some really amazing recordings. She's actually the original writer of the song Hound Dog that was made famous by Elvis. Yeah, so she hardly, like, any of her affairs were written down or documented, but she was, like, rumored to be queer, which, like, is totally in the limelight of other vocalists in the blues that I'm going to talk about. So, yeah, Big Mama Thornton, would highly recommend that you check out some of her recordings. She is dope. She is
I absolutely will. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, jazz is like really not. Jazz is like, I don't know. It's a very male dominated like area, I would say. You know, there are female vocalists, but there's not a lot of female representation in jazz, and a lot of the lyricism is very romantic and kind of heteronormative, whereas the blues are a lot more like down to earth, I would say. And like, as I'm going to discuss, like, there were some queer lyrics going on in blues music, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
This is so cool. It is so crazy. It is so crazy how much of history we just like, it was so gay and we don't get to know about it because people hate gay people. You know
yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
stupid. It's fucking dumb.
And so you have to like dig so hard to find these stories that you shouldn't have to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Crazy.
So
Sorry, continue.
No, you're totally good. You're so right. It is totally like erasure. So I'm trying to like, hopefully this will like at least introduce to some people this narrative.
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
So Ma Rainey, who is like also one of my favorite vocalists, her name is Gertrude Rainey. So she was actually married to a man. So she like also famously would dress in like men's clothing, but she was married to a man, but she was also like kind of known to be a bisexual. So basically she was like part of like a touring group of performers. And she famously had an affair with Bessie Smith, who is another blues singer, who is like kind of a lot younger than her actually, who was like on the road with them, and like Ma Rainey was kind of like Bessie's mentor. So yeah, but like her husband would like catch them, and like it was like not a good reaction. But, okay, I'm going to talk about a couple of her songs. She has a song called Trust No Man. That's, like, she was, like, actively speaking out about how men are bullshit, basically, from the beginning. It's really cool, actually.
We love that. Yeah.
Yes. And so, okay, so she has the song Prove It On Me Blues that came out in 1928. And it says...
Oh, my God.
It's, like, yeah, she's, like, her music is very, like, old. And it talks about how she, like, wears a collar and tie. It talks about, like, I went out last night with a crowd of my friends. It must have been women because I don't like no men. She talks about, like, I talk to the gals just like any old man. So she's basically, like, talking about queer things, but it's, like, the chorus is, like, they say I do it, but nobody's caught me. They sure got to prove it on me. Basically saying, like, yeah, everybody knows that I'm gay, but, like, nobody's proven it. So, like, don't say shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy that, wow. Cool. That's so cool.
She's so rad. Like, she was so badass. And also, her and Bessie Smith were at a... they were at, like, an after party after one of their shows in Chicago. And they were being, like, loud as fuck, like, super late at night. And one of the neighbors called the police. And when the police got there, it was... it had become an intimate get-together, if you will, between all of the ladies in the vaudevillian troupe. And all of the other women escaped, but because Ma Rainey was, like, a little bit older, she, like, fell down the stairs, and she was arrested. She was arrested.
Oh, no.
That's
so sad.
But here's the
She fell down
cute
the
part.
stairs.
Yeah, I feel so bad, I know.
Oh, my God. That
Yeah.
sucks. I've fallen downstairs. It sucks.
It does suck.
I fell down the stairs the other day.
I did it a couple months ago at work. I was taking the dog out, and they have like a whole front staircase, like outside. And it was winter, and it was slippery, and the dog pulled me down the stairs. And a lot of people watched it.
I hope you got workers' comp.
I didn't.
RIP.
And I had to act like I was fine, because you know how embarrassing it is to fall down the stairs.
Fun.
You know how that's something that's like should not be embarrassing, but is. I'm so sorry.
It really
interrupting you.
is.
This is so not important.
No,
Okay.
you're good. No, that was totally worth it. Anyway, like, Bessie Smith...
so she got caught.
She got caught, she got arrested, and then Bessie Smith, her affair, if you will, was the one who she called, who bailed her out in the morning. Probably, I mean, I would assume because she didn't want her husband to know what happened, but either way, it's kind of cute that Bessie went to bail her out the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go bail out my
Yeah.
MILF girlfriend in the 1920s.
Me too.
But yeah, and that's the song. So the song "Prove It on Me Blues," the one I was talking about, where she's like openly queer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is like the song that I recorded for that album that I was talking about.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'm really excited because it's like it has a lot to do with like queer history, and like it's probably one of the oldest recorded songs that's like openly queer. So like I'm excited to like hopefully bring it new light and like do it justice.
That's so cool. Oh, I'm so excited to hear that.
That's really. Do you know how many songs do you know are going to be on that album?
I actually don't know, but I know that there's gonna be probably, I would say, like over 10 artists who are like making songs.
Very cool. That's sick as hell.
That's so exciting.
Thanks. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool.
It is. I already know it is. Oh my God, wow. I'm really excited to listen to that.
No, but that's really kick-ass that, like, there's... I like those lyrics and stuff. I'm excited to hear you sing that.
Oh,
like,
thanks. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
super excited. My friend Sammy recorded me, and she's the one who's putting it all together, actually. So I'm super excited. Cool. Well, I have, like, another person to talk about, or another two people,
Yeah.
kind of, to talk about. And then
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all
Yeah.
I brought to the table, but... Basically... I don't know if you've ever heard of this person, but this is Sister Rosetta Tharp, who is, like, known as, like, the mother of the mother of rock and roll. Like, basically,
Sick.
She was
What a title.
she was, like, a gospel singer, but, like, she kind of created the first real, like, rock and roll sound, if that makes... Because she was, like, a guitar player and a vocalist. And she took, like... gospel music and made it like secular and like kind of blended the two.
Cool.
So she was also married, and she had actually this huge, like, elaborate wedding to a man in, like, a fucking football stadium. Like, she was dramatic as
Whoa.
fuck. She was a
Me,
dramatic person. Like, so she married him in 1951. His name was Russell Morrison, and that was her third wedding, actually.
Period.
But like people, because she was like so famous, because of her guitar playing, she had 25,000 people like paying for tickets to attend her wedding because she performed there like in her dress.
Oh,
That's
how dramatic.
Incredible.
She
I
said, "Let me
love
get
that.
this bag, though." Like,
Yeah, she did. And I applaud
What
you.
if I did that for my wedding, but it was just me doing like a monologue?
I would not
Hi,
go.
my name is Jayce Lewis, and this is a monologue from The Aliens by Andie Baker, and then I do it in my wedding outfit.
Not your go-to monologue.
I love it.
God. No, that's so dramatic. I love it.
Oh, I absolutely
was.
love it.
And basically, like 2 years later, she met Mary Knight, and Mary Knight and her made this kick-ass album, right? It was like a secular album, though, so it was like her first attempt at making a music that was not like gospel music, and it did not go well. Basically, it did not reach good reception.
Sad.
Even though there's some bops. Okay, I'm about to recommend some bops from that album. Ready?
Oh,
Ready.
wait. I want to put these in the...
You Got to
go ahead.
Move. You Got to Move is a fucking bop. Okay? And it's like, I should say, so it's Sister Rosetta Tharp playing guitar. Both of them are singing, and Marie Knight is playing like the organ, or like a piano organ. Yeah, really cool. And then what's the other one? My Journey to the Sky. Those are my two favorite ones. Okay, anyway.
Would you say that like that album is like is it more popular like now,
I don't
you know, that we're like
know.
not in that era anymore, or
even know
is
if
it
it's-
still?
I don't know if it was even popular. I found it because I was specifically looking for like queer artists during this time, and this album like was brought to my attention, but I'm not really sure what the reception is on it now. I think it smacks, but like that's
Yeah.
just my opinion. You know what I mean?
I trust your opinion.
No, that's sick though.
I
This
mean,
is
they
sick.
talk
I'm
about
looking at
Jesus
it.
a lot, which is weird because like the whole thing is like they're rumored to be like fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's funny to hear them like singing about Jesus. Like it's just kind of ironic to me.
Get in their bag.
But it was like controversial because the sound was considered like secular.
Yeah.
Anyway, her close friends, after Sister Rosetta Tharp died, her close friends said that her marriages were shams and that they were there to keep her career safe, and that she was actually like a lesbian, basically. So this is all hearsay, like nobody knows for sure. But in 1951, one of her bandmates said that she was caught in bed with two women during her honeymoon. After that big wedding, the same guy that she married there, like during that honeymoon, she was caught in bed with two women by a bandmate.
That is so sick.
That's iconic.
That's legendary.
So, I mean,
Wow. I love that.
I'm not saying these women were queer, but you heard what I said. You heard all the stories, okay?
I did.
Yeah, so I just think it's really cool to think about history that isn't necessarily the story that's even like given a platform to have a narrative, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because nobody really listens to these songs anymore, but it's still like important because it still influenced like rock and roll, and it's important to be like, hey, the people who influenced that were like queer women, and not like queer women of color, and not like Elvis, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, yeah, queer women of color influence like culture. You know,
Everything.
Exactly,
like not
exactly.
yeah, like it's yeah.
It's incredible.
That's really cool. Thank
Yeah.
you for talking about this.
Of course,
Yeah, for
yeah.
real.
I mean, I think these stories are really interesting. I think it's funny as fuck that, like, I don't think it's funny that it was illegal to be gay, but I do think it's funny
Yeah.
that, like, there is a police report that describes a orgy that was happening between multiple vaudeville performers.
Yeah. Oh, that is so, yeah.
That is the gay agenda, isn't it? Just an
I-
orgy amongst vaudeville performers.
That's
It
what it
truly
looks like
is.
to me. Yeah.
I feel like I don't really know much about blues in general.
Oh, it's
Um,
cool.
Can you give me a little? I know, is that too broad of a question?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of a broad question, and I don't want to, like, get it
Yeah.
wrong. There's, like, a classic
Heard.
blues
I hear
form.
you.
There's, like, a classic blues form. I'm not gonna get all, like, music theory geek, but, like, there is a classic, like, form to the blues, and, like, I mean, Buddy Guy, Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson was, like, the original person, and it's, like, the whole idea of, like, the devil at the crossroads. Like, he sold his soul for, like, the ability to play the guitar. That whole thing is, like, the legends of the blues. It's definitely not all queer women, but I would say, like, a lot of the... It's a big part of the history that I feel like is just really sick to me, and I just find really interesting. So I think it's cool to talk about, and, like, I don't know. It's just, queer history is American history, and this proves that.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Have you heard the theory that Da Vinci was trans? Have you heard about that theory?
What? No,
No.
I've never heard
Because
that.
the
Please
Mona
enlighten
Lisa.
me.
Yeah, well, it's like the idea that, like, the Mona Lisa is him.
Oh.
But, yeah. It's just like a theory. I don't know. I don't want to make a.
When
That's a
did you
bold
hear
claim,
that?
but I feel like I've heard it.
I've never heard that.
I've like read about it, and then I was reading a play as well. Which, I mean, not saying a play is fact, but I've also just like read about it and heard about it in other
Yeah.
settings as well. But I was reading a play that made like a very strong case as to why it's called Here, H-I-R. I'm not sure who the author is, but it originated at Playwrights Horizons, the theater studio in New York, a few years ago, and it's about trans people. It's like a really good play. And the main character is like a transmasculine like boy in high school, and he like has this like big long scene and like monologue about how Da Vinci was trans.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah.
Weird.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
not weird.
I mean, who
like,
knows,
just,
I mean,
I've never heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like
yeah.
a, sci-
I do
a
I mean, the
scientist,
thing is,
historian.
it's like like I was just talking about this the other day. Like, there was obviously the same amount of trans people then as there is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Obviously.
But it was just like not acceptable. I mean, you know, and so it's like we don't even get to like know those stories, which is sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool to ponder the past from a queer lens like that. You know what I mean? Even if it's not true, it's like, that's a cool thing to at least like, it could have been true. That's cool. We wouldn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
known.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
exactly. We can't ask them. So.
Sure can't. What's the first thing you're asking when you get to the afterlife?
Who killed John Benet Ramsey?
That is correct.
Obviously.
It was the brother.
It was
I don't
the
need
brother.
to ask. I know.
What's your first
Damn.
question?
What's what? What's my
What's
first
your
question?
first question
The
when you get to
afterlife?
the afterlife?
Ooh, I don't fucking know. That's so much pressure. Like, why does pain exist? I don't know.
Oh.
Why does pain
all right.
exist?
Wow.
Why does suffering
crazy.
exist? But then it's like,
See,
I don't
my
want to know the
questions-
answer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't actually
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
know. That's too much. So I guess I would just be like, I'll pass. I don't-
Yeah, I don't want to know that forever. Oh my
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. Mine are all like, why is Jasper the only one who can use his powers on Bella in Twilight?
Stop. What?
We've had so many conversations about that scene. We are always talking. We're like, if Bella is a shield, how can Jasper use his? Like, it's so silly.
I love Twilight. This is a Twilight podcast.
Oh my God. Yeah. But thank you for coming on today.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you
Oh
being
my gosh,
here.
are you kidding me? I love your guys' podcast. I was so fucking flattered that you asked me. I was literally like so excited.
Thank you so much. We've been so excited to have you.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God.
Big fan.
So
And you've
thank
been
you.
so
I
great.
appreciate it. I've never been on a podcast before. This is my podcast virginity.
Us
Oh my
too,
God.
honestly.
I'm so honored.
We are also honored to have done that for you.
Yeah. Hope it was good. Was it good?
Was
you
it
know?
good?
I
Did
thought
do
so.
okay?
I thought it was good. I mean, yeah. I thought so. You guys did great.
Thank you.
I'm a professional.
You did okay.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah,
you did
thank
great.
you. I know.
No, dude, that was super cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
thank you.
Tell
Yeah,
us
I'm
your
super
social
glad.
medias.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, social medias
my
and
social
like
media,
you know.
It's at Music by Andie on everything. And my band's is at Pesto Western on everything. We have music out. Check it out. Woo!
Check it out.
Hell
oh
yeah.
my gosh. And okay, we're gonna count to 3. We're gonna say you're kidding. You can say it at the same time, or you can say it delayed. Whatever
I'll
you
try
feel
to
in your
say
heart.
it at the same time.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You're
kidding.
kidding.
You're kidding.
That was so good.
I think that was together.
We also have to say our social media stuff.
Oh,
though.
shit.
I know
Oh,
we
yeah,
just did the
say it.
ending, but
I'm gonna play the music before this. I want you to know.
we have to put it. We didn't put it in the last
Oh
couple of
shit!
episodes. We need it in there.
Everything is in our link tree. That is linktr.ee/you're kidding.
Mm-hmm.
And that has all our social medias and everywhere you can stream us and our Patreon.
Yeah, so check it out. You're
Okay,
kidding.
now say you're kidding. You're kidding.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
Perfect.
We have everything. We're so together.
You're kidding. You're kidding.